What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results of yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 17 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got one pick wrong and got 17 right, which is a 97% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 97% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 97% win rate and get 17 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $6,000 just yesterday. Another member who won $200 for the fourth day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description. So go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're talking about is Michael Porter Jr., MPJ, and this one is for points and rebounds actually combined for 21.5, and this one is for more. Now when we look at MPJ, we've actually seen him have some really good games, going on the over in 5 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now when it comes to this pick, points and rebounds, when we look at the matchup that they do face off against, it is against Cleveland, and what we actually do see when we look at points allowed, Cleveland do rank 11th at points allowed, and on top of that, when we look at rebounds allowed, Cleveland also, rank 14th. So a little bit in that mid tier, I would say, but the reason why we do like the over for this situation is due to the fact that MPJ has just had such a high usage rate in both of these departments. He's been able to really go above this line very well. He's getting a lot of usage rate out there, and because of that, we definitely see that continuing on, especially even against a team like Cleveland. Now, although Cleveland does win a lot of games, when we look at the points and rebounds, allowed, what we also do see is that they still rank very mid-tier, and we see someone like MPJ being able to take advantage of that. So because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here. When we look at the average over the last 5, it is also 28.6, so all signs really do point towards the over for this one, and that's why we are sticking to it. So MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. for 21.5 points and rebs for more, I think is a great pick. Now, getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about another great forward, and that is Karl Anthony Towns. So this one is a great one for 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. However, this one is for less. Now, look at Karl Anthony Towns. We've actually seen him go on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Charlotte Hornets. Now, Charlotte Hornets do rank 14th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, when we move over to assists allowed, we see that they rank 15th, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 9th. Now, when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns, he is a fantastic player, but Charlotte Hornets do surprisingly rank pretty high in all 3 categories in those mid to high tiers. But a big reason why we do like the under is that Karl Anthony Towns plays that forward/center position, and Charlotte actually do a really good job at restricting points, rebounds, and assists to that position. So we definitely see Karl Anthony Towns going on the under here. He has been on a little bit of a cold streak lately. Last 3 games has gone on the under, and we definitely see that continuing on into this next matchup, no doubt about it. So because of that, we definitely like the under for this one. So Karl Anthony Towns, 40.5 points, rebs, and assists for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Donovan Mitchell. So Donovan Mitchell, another fantastic player, and this one is a great one for points, rebs, and assists for 36.5, and this one actually is for less. Now, when we look at Donovan Mitchell, we've actually seen him go on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Denver Nuggets. Now, I look at the matchup against Denver Nuggets. As we all know, the Denver Nuggets do rank, when it comes to points allowed, they do actually rank pretty low in this category. They rank 24th. Moving on into assists allowed, we see that the Denver Nuggets also, do rank not the best, as they actually rank surprisingly 29th. And then on top of that, moving on into rebounds allowed, they actually rank also in the bottom half, or I would say, close to the bottom half at 19th. Now, they do rank low in all 3 categories. However, the reason why we do like, the under for this situation here is due to the fact that when it comes to Donovan Mitchell, Mitchell. He is a guard, and Denver Nuggets do a really good job at restricting points, ribs, and assists to the guard position. On top of that, when it comes to this game, we are expecting, it to be a pretty slow-paced game. Denver do a great job at actually slowing teams down, and with Cleveland being already a slow team, we definitely see him getting Donovan Mitchell getting less volume out there in the points, rebounds, and assist department, and that's why we can definitely see it affecting his stats. So because of that, we are sticking to the under for this one. So Donovan Mitchell for points, rebounds, and assists for 36.5 for the under, I think is a great pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So the first player we're going to be talking about is none other than Kyrie Irving, who has been averaging 24.1 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 5.4 assists. So he's done a great job for none other than the Dallas Mavericks, and the Dallas Mavericks do have themselves a very, very interesting matchup against the Washington Wizards. Now we look at the Washington Wizards. As we all know, they are a very poor team, unfortunately, when it comes to defense, and they do actually rank when it comes to points allowed 29th. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do rank 24th, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 29th as well. So they rank very low in all three categories, and for that reason, we definitely see someone like Kyrie Irving being able to go on the over here in this situation. Kyrie Irving is a fantastic player who definitely has a high usage rate in all three departments, and on top of that, we are expecting a really fast-paced game due to the fact that Wizards are a pretty fast-paced team, and they tend to actually speed up a lot of slower-paced teams like Dallas Mavericks are. So because of that, we definitely could see a lot more volume come from Kyrie Irving, and for that reason, we are sticking to the over for this situation here. So because of that, keep an eye out for Kyrie Irving's line. I see a lot of value there to go on the over, especially if the line is under his averages. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Alperen Sengun. So, Alperen Sengun, great player from the Houston Rockets, and he's been averaging 19 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 5.3 assists over the last, season, pretty much, or during this season. And when it comes to Alperen Sengun, he does play for the Houston Rockets, and they do have themselves a great matchup against the Golden State Warriors. Now, when we look at the Golden State Warriors, it is going to be a very, very exciting matchup, but the Golden State Warriors, first of all, do rank 8th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, when we move on into assists allowed, we see that they rank 17th, and then rebounds allowed, we also do see that the Golden State Warriors do actually rank 27th. And because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here. Now, although, when it comes to the Warriors, they do rank a little bit higher in that points category, the reason why we still like the over for points, rebounds, and assists is that Alperen Sengun is a center, and actually Golden State Warriors do a very poor job at restricting points, rebs, and assists to the center position. When it comes to this Warriors team, they are a very small team when it comes to height, and we think someone like Sengun, who is a very tall player and also plays that big man role very well, we think that the Golden State Warriors are going to struggle against someone of Sengun's caliber. So because of that, we do very much like the over for someone like Sengun. He has a very high usage rate in all three departments, and we definitely see him being able to take advantage of this. So keep an eye out for Alperen Sengun. I see a lot of value there to go on the over. Now, getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about DeMar DeRozan. So DeMar DeRozan, as we all know, another fantastic player for Sacramento Kings, and he's been doing a great job, but they face off against the Grizzlies in this next matchup. But so far, DeMar has been averaging 22.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 4.4 assists. So really good job there. Now, when it comes to Sacramento Kings, it is going to be a very exciting game against Grizzlies. So the Memphis Grizzlies do actually rank 18th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, moving on into assists allowed, we do see that they rank 7th, and then rebounds allowed, the Grizzlies do actually rank 12th. So because of that, we do very much like the under for this situation here. The Grizzlies do actually rank pretty high in all categories, but on top of all those things, what we also do see is that the Grizzlies do a really good job against the small forward position. When it comes to DeMar DeRozan, he is a great player, but he does play that small forward position, and Memphis have done a fantastic job at restricting that as much as they can. So we definitely see DeMar going on the under in this situation here, especially due to the fact that when it comes to a player like DeMar and his play style, we actually do see Grizzlies do a really good job at actually restricting that as much as they can. So definitely keep an eye out for DeMar DeRozan. Keep an eye out for the line. If it is under his averages or close to his averages, definitely look to go on the under. So guys, if you want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. It should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.